Yeah, g'day everyone, Roberto here from Finieri Wood-Fired Ovens. I'm just going to do a recipe on a pizza dough. I make wood-fired ovens and a lot of times my customers say, how do you make the pizza? So I'm going to make a recipe by a guy called Vito Iacopelli. He's got some fantastic YouTube channels on how to make pizza doughs. He is the biggest YouTuber for how to make pizza. And this is one of his recipes for the business, which I've basically divided by 10. And this will make 14 280 gram pizza balls. So I'm going to show you how to make this dough recipe. It's a BIGA dough recipe, so it's over a few parts. And if you have any leftover dough when you do have your pizza night, you can make bread with this as well the day after. So what we need is 300 grams of water, just cold tap water, from 1.5 grams of dry yeast. Good luck trying to weigh that. Most scales won't pick it up, so just do the best you can. 1.5 grams is not a lot of yeast. And 600 grams of flour. I use 00, Caputo 00, but any 00 flour will do. So we put our 600 grams of flour into a container. We grab our 1.5 grams of dry yeast, sprinkle that around, and then mix it in. Just mix the yeast in with the flour, like that. And now we simply add our water. So put in the water. Now this is a BIGA, so we're not going to mix it like we're kneading dough. We don't want it to all come together. You just want to give it a rough mix to get the flour, the yeast and the water combined into clumps. Because what we're going to do with this, we're going to put it into a jar or any nice sealed container, and then we're going to put it in the fridge for 48 hours. And this BIGA will replace the yeast in the dough recipe that I'll do after this. I've done this in the glass bowl just so you can see how I'm sort of mixing it up roughly. Pick everything up. I've been trying different recipes for years, and this is the best that I've ever had. I've always been trying to get that beautiful cornicione to puff up. To do that, and this dough is only good for wood-fired ovens. So if you try to make a pizza with this in your conventional home oven, gas or electric, it's not going to work for you. They're different recipes. This recipe is for a wood-fired oven where you cook the dough at temperatures of 450, 500 degrees Celsius in 90 seconds. You have a beautiful thin crunchy base with a nice big cornicione, which is the big puffy border. And that border is not dough, by the way. That border is going to be air, which is what this stuff gives you. It's going to give you a light, easy to digest, beautiful, beautiful fluffy dough. The dough mixture itself later on, the second part of this, we're going to have about, I think it's about 1.8 kilos of flour. So we've got 2.4 kilos of flour, and we're using 1.5 grams of yeast. So that is basically no yeast at all. So as you can see here, I've mixed this up nice and roughly, just in chunks. And we'll grab our container and we will put this into our container. So that's our BIGA. So now we're going to put a lid on that. We'll let that sit out on the bench for an hour, and then we're going to put that in the fridge for 48 hours. Lid on. 1 hour, 48 hours in the fridge, and I'll see you in 48 hours. Thank you. I'm back. 48 hours has passed. I've put the recipe up as you would have seen, so if you want to just pause it and write most of that down, please do. Now I'll get on with the making of the dough since we made the BIGA. So I've got the BIGA here, we've pulled out of the fridge. And what we're going to need here is 1.2 litres of water. So they're all in. And then we put in all our BIGA we pulled out of the fridge. So we put our BIGA in with our water and we'll start to break this up into little pieces and mix it in as best as we can. This should take about 5-10 minutes. As I said earlier, this forms the yeast of our dough. It gives the dough a light texture and a beautiful flavour. We've got a machine, very good. I don't, so I do all my dough by hand. So what I'm doing here, I'm grabbing the BIGA and just crushing it through my fingers, mixing it in with that water, just trying to dilute it as much as you can. As you'll see here, that water's starting to turn into a nice milky colour. So I've been mixing this BIGA in this water for about 5 minutes. You can see that that water's gone a milky colour, and I'm breaking that down as much as I can. Just squeeze it through your fingers. Break it in, loosen it up. We've also got now 1.8 kilos of flour. It's a double O flour. I use the Caputo brand. You can use any double O flour you can find. And we'll now add half of this flour, mix it in. Then we'll add 72 grams of a fine sea salt. Mix that through. We'll add the rest of the flour and give that a good kneading for about 20 minutes, but I'll start by adding half of the flour now. So we've added half of our flour. Now we'll start to give that a nice mix. So we've given that a good mix through. And to that, slowly we'll add our sea salt. So a little bit at a time. Mix that through. When you're making these doughs, the temperature affects the dough. So there's a lot of science behind if it's a hot day, if it's a cold day, if it's warm water, if it's cold water, how much salt you add, etc. Not an expert on any of that. Again, I suggest you Google Vito Iacopelli. I'll have his name in the bottom of my video, and he's got hundreds and hundreds of videos on everything. He is the maestro, and he will teach you anything you need to know about pizza doughs, whether it's in a wood-fired oven or a conventional oven. He's your man. Some more salt. And now we'll continue to add our flour a little bit at a time. Give this a mix and a knead for about 20 minutes. So keep your eye on the clock, and you want to knead it for at least 20 minutes. And I've been kneading for 5 minutes or 30 minutes. It should be kneaded to about 15-20 minutes. Finish it off on the bench. A bit easier for you to work with. There are many methods of how people knead dough by hand. There's the folding type, there's the stretching type where they rip it, like that. There's the slapping type where they grab it, throw it on your bench because it's nice and sticky, pull it, which helps stretch it, and then fold. They grab it, stretch it, fold. So sometimes do it like this. This is a bit easier using your fists. Fold it over. It's been about 15 minutes. We'll give it another 5 minutes. That's nice. That's a nice dough. So what we're going to do now is let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we'll give it another little bit of a mix. So I'll chuck it back in here, it's fine. Cover that with some Glad wrap, and I'll be back in 10 minutes. Alright, so 10 minutes has passed. We've covered the dough up. You can see it's already starting to rise nicely, like that. So we'll pull that out, and we'll give that a light mix for another 2 or 3 minutes. Just a light fold. I don't know if you can see that, but it's immediately starting, you can see it's starting to get a bit of a smooth coating. That's nice. Starting to really come along beautiful and smooth. That's all you need to do now. I'm going to let that rest, covered for an hour, and then do the same thing. See you soon. Alright, we're back. An hour has passed. You can see our dough has doubled in size, risen nicely. So what we'll do now, I'm now nearly finished here. So we'll put this onto our bench. Beautiful. Give that a little fold. Really coming along. You can see that is really coming along beautifully and smooth. Springing back, you can see it's got some strength to it. I'm gonna not mess with it too much. Got a nice top surface. I'll put a drop of oil on that. Just a little cover, we don't want the skin to go off. Going to cover this for the last time, let it rest 30 minutes, and then we're going to make the balls, put them in the box, and then they'll rest in there for about 6 to 8 hours. Alright, so we're into the final step of the process now. That's been resting for 30 minutes on the bench. You can see that's risen beautifully. Beautiful, beautiful dough. And we're now going to make the pizza balls. So each ball will be 280 grams, and we should get 14 balls out of this recipe. What we're going to do is cut that into logs. Have some flour handy on your hands. Now the top of the dough needs to stay as the top of the dough through the whole process. When we make the balls, we keep the top at the top, we put it in our box, and when we even make our pizzas, the top will still be the top where we put our sauce. So always keep the top on the top if you can. So I'm not a master at this, but grab the dough, form it into a ball, and then try to guess what 280 grams looks like. 280. So we have our ball, that's the top. Again, we'll shape that nicely. We want to just create a skin on the top of that, and underneath we want it to be sealed. We don't want air holes. So we want that to be all nice and sealed. We get a nice ball like that. Put it in our tray. Alright, so I've done my balls. There's 10 pizza balls there. Already. Around the 280 odd gram each. 10 in there. And I've got 4 in here. And as I say, I'll leave these out now for 6 to 8 hours. I might cover them with a damp towel, keep them cool, around 18 degrees. And then I'll pop them in the fridge overnight, and grab them tomorrow and cook them up, and we'll see how they've turned out. There we have it. There's a pizza with a BIGA, cooked in the wood-fired oven. BIGA 48 hours overnight in the fridge. Make your dough, rest for 6 hours at room temperature, overnight in the fridge again. Take it out for 2 hours, and you'll get a pizza like that. Alright, thanks for watching.